Hey, I'm Taryn, your go to relationships and communication coach. I equip you with applicable connection strategies so you can cultivate more meaningful relationships with yourself, others, and Jesus. We are in a series unpacking how getting comfortable with our own emotions allows for more connection in our relationships. And I'm going to share how knowing more words gives you more insight into yourself. One of the surprising strategies that leads to deeper emotional awareness is actually really simple. It's expanding your emotional vocabulary. It's just learning more feeling words. When you know additional words, it opens up new choices. There's now opportunity to think about the situation before you differently. Only a few years ago, I remember sitting across from someone who cared about me, and they said, "You don't let me in. I never know what's really going on with you." And it was true. I felt stuck in my ability to communicate what was going on inside me. I didn't even know how to communicate with myself. Confusion was constant. I was at the edge of burnout because I had stuffed down all my needs and all my frustrations, really, because I didn't have words for it yet. There was no awareness for any emotion besides mad, sad, happy, excited. And these words, they used to be the extent of my vocabulary around emotion, the only words that I ever reached for to describe my state. But I didn't know that I was missing out on this interplay between knowing how I was feeling and having words for how I was feeling. Equipping yourself with new feeling words, it begs you to lay down the easy grab and go defaults like happy, sad, mad, excited, pissed, bad, overwhelmed. But it also opens you to pick up new words that describe your experience way better than typical words ever could. You know the relief that washes over you when someone describes exactly what you've been feeling? That's the gift you give yourself by learning more feeling words. And a really simple way to get started is by downloading a feelings wheel. When you're looking at a feelings wheel, you find the word that you already know. You get to start where you're at with an emotion you're familiar with, like anger or sadness. And then it just breaks into a few variations or sub-feelings of that word. The first time I saw a feelings wheel, I remember thinking, nice. Okay, so I have some more words to go off of. Now what? Well, the first step after checking out a feelings wheel is just start using new words. Pick one or two that really stick that you can see yourself connecting with on a more consistent basis. Start noticing how other people describe their experiences. Pick up on new words you don't normally use for emotions, and don't be afraid to Google something so that you can understand what it means for yourself. And then, inside a starter's guide, putting words to what you feel, you'll find your answer to what's next once you're familiar with more feeling words. This podcast today is a preview of one of the strategies that you'll find inside my guide. And I'll also walk you through a simple 5-step process that takes you from what is going on with me to practical steps forward with newfound clarity. In the description, you can find a link to a feelings wheel I really like, as well as a link to the starter's guide, putting words to what you feel, which is where I simplify how to approach emotions that feel complicated. And then we focus on 3 simple processes that allow you to begin to understand what you feel and learn to communicate the process. Next Monday, I'm sharing how you can interrupt the tornado in your mind that won't stop spinning when you're experiencing an uncomfortable emotion. So stay tuned. And if you love this episode, please subscribe and share it with a friend. Thanks.